Hey everyone, welcome back to day 2 of Python Masterclass. I hope you're enjoying this journey so far. Before we dive in, one quick update. From today onwards, I will be uploading all the code files for every video on GitHub. The GitHub link will be shared in the description box, including the answers to the practice questions. Only day 1 will not be uploaded because it was super simple and fully explained in the intro video. Everything from day 2 onwards will be available in GitHub. For those who are new to this channel, I really suggest you to go and watch the part 1 of Basics of Python and part 2, and then start with day 1 of Python Masterclass. This will give you the big and best foundation on Python and make you a better Python developer by the end of this 20-day course, which you can view in form of a playlist or as a total video, which is going to be of 4 hours plus, or else in these small videos of 20-25 minutes. Alright, let's begin. What are operators? Operators are symbols that tell Python to perform an operation. For example, add, subtract, compare values, or check multiple conditions. Today we will cover arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, assignment operators. So let's start. Firstly, we'll start with arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used for basic mathematical operations. They are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division, modulus, and exponential. I won't be explaining exponential in this video as it is not as it is really on a more advanced level and not very commonly used at this stage. So let's start with the simpler ones and the smaller ones. Like we had learned in our previous video, we have to first create a variable. Let's say a is equal to 15 and b is equal to, let's say, 20. Now the variable is a the variables are a and b. Now we can perform various operations using the print function. It's pretty simple. All we have to do is print a plus b. Spaces are not required but preferred to be used. Next, this is addition. Next, we can do the subtraction operation. Print a minus b. This is again super simple. This is what we have learned in our grade, like in our school. But like, just wait for some time. You will get what the modulus and the floor division is like. That is something which you have never learned in school because it's related to programming, not to normal mathematics. Next is print a modulus b. Excellent. And now we will do the floor division. Print. Excellent. Now I will just to get a more clearer picture. I have shown you the demo, or let's say the result. So as you can see, a plus b, the function is print. So print a plus b is equal to 35 because a is 15 and b is 20. So 15 plus 20 is equal to 35. A minus b is minus 5, again correct. A times b is 300, again correct. And a divided by b is 0.75, which is again correct. But now the two things which we didn't really learn in school are firstly modulus. So what does modulus do? Modulus gives us the remainder. And what does floor division do? Floor division just removes the zero. Okay, I mean anything after the decimal point basically. Okay, so now you see the answer over here, like dividing 15 by 20 is 0.75, but the answer in floor division is 0 because it removes anything after the decimal point. So the last digit is going to be the ones digit, and over here the ones digit is 0, so that's why the answer is printing as 0. This is useful when you just want to give a short answer to the user, not the entire long division answer. Now let's go to the comparison operators. So the comparison operators are like they basically compare two values and return true or false. They are uh, equal to, which is equal, then not equal, greater than, less than, greater than or equal, and less than equal. Now let's just understand them with some examples. Firstly, I'll just comment this basic arithmetic operations with Python, and now I'll just comment this as comparison operators. Comparison operators. Excellent. Now we'll first again create a variable. Now we'll give the variable a name of x. So let's say x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 20. Let's say. Now we can start comparing, which is print x equal to y. Now I'll go to the next one, which is print bracket x not equal to y. Now let's go to the next, print x greater than y. Next, print x is less than y. Next, print x is greater than or equal to y. Next, print x is less than or equal to y. All right. Now, what do you think will be the answers, or in which format do you think the answers will be? If you think it will be in the true or false format, then you're absolutely correct. As you see, false is for the first one because x is not equal to y. Uh, Over here, it's equal to uh, for equal, just checking if it's equal or not. Next one is true because x is not equal to y. Third one is false, which is x greater than y? No, x is smaller than y. So it's again false. Is x smaller than y? Yes, it is true. So that's why it's being printed true, and so on. You get the general idea, right? So that's the thing with comparison operators. There's one thing which you have to remember, that don't get confused with the variable names, okay? And you can actually use them in if loops and loops for loops, basically. So if you ever want to check if the variable is satisfying the condition, then well, you can stop the loop over there. Now let's move to the logic operators concept. There are only three, let's say, functions in them. Yeah, there are only three functions, which is and, or, and not. And these are the only three things. So and true only if both conditions are true. So basically, if both the conditions are true, then only it will really show that yes, the condition is true. Or true if at least one condition is true. So basically, if one condition, let's say there is a condition, the person should be at least 18 years old and in grade 12, and we use the and operator, then both the conditions should be true. So if he's in 11th grade and he's 18-year-old, then it will show false. And in the or function, if he's 18 years old at least, but not in 12th, it will still be shown true. And not, it reverses true to false and false to true. So it just does the opposite. It is useful in different situations. Now let's just go to logic operators. Now let's take a variable age equal to 18 and has underscore id, let's say, equal to true, enter, print age less than, greater than or equal to 18 and has, sorry, has underscore id. The next is print age is greater than or equal to 18 or has underscore id. Next one, print not has id, has underscore id. So what do you think will be the answer? So for the first one, print age greater than or equal to 18 and has id. So, well, is he above 18? Yeah, he's above 18. And does he have ID? Yes, he does have ID. So, well, the first answer will be true. The second answer will again be true because, well, one condition is any which is getting satisfied. So, Python checks if the first condition is getting satisfied. If yes, then it will just not check the other conditions. But if no, it will continue checking the other conditions until at least one is correct. If none of them are correct, then it will just stop. And the third one, print not has ID. So the answer will be false because we are reversing the operator. I'm sorry. Let me just comment this. Yes. So just like I told, true, true, false. Now to assignment operators. Assignment operators are pretty simple to understand. So the equal to sign, just one equal to, is to assign some value to a particular variable. Like I mean, we have been doing that for like each and every single variable declaration. Like you see over here, age is equal to 18. That is one type of assignment operator. Assignment operator. The second one is plus and equal to. So the add sign and the equal to sign. It is to add and assign. So let's say we have to add some value. Okay, so let's say we just have to add some value to the variable and we have already pre-declared it. Then we can just use this to add the value and then give it the new assignment. The next one is subtract and assign, which is the opposite of add and assign. Third one is multiply and assign. And fourth one is divide and assign. Fifth one is floor, divide and assign. And fifth one is modulus and assign. And there is also sixth one, which is power and assign, but we're not going to do that. So let's go with the examples right now. Num equal to 10. Now this is the the first one, assigning assignment. Second one is add and assign. So let's say num plus equal to 7 hashtag uh, add and assign. Now let's see the result. I just added an blank space because, so that we can easily identify where what is where. So these are the assignment operators. Now we can even print them and check them. I forgot to put the print function. Sorry about that. We just print num. It's 1.0. So if we calculate the total, first is assignment, which is 10. Then we add 7 to it. Then we remove 7, multiplied by 7, divided by 7, then floor divided by 7. And then we find the remainder. So the remainder is 1.0 of the entire division. You have to just find the entire calculation. We can even give like print. No, exactly. So now you see the first answer is 10 because we had assigned 10 to the variable num. Then we added 7 to the already assigned num variable. It became 17. Then we removed 7. It became 10. Then we multiplied by 7, which became 70. Then we divided by 7, which became 10 again. And then after that, we did floor division to remove anything after the decimal point. But since there was nothing after the decimal point, it just put a 0 by default. And then we just found out the remainder, which was 1. It's that simple. I mean, excellent. Now let's move to the practice questions. Again, like I had done yesterday, I'll give you one practice question, and the second practice question's answer will be shown on GitHub. Please follow my GitHub account. The link will be in the description box. First one, take two numbers from the user and print it. Print their sum, their remainder, and which number is larger. I'll just pause the video if you want, and then you can do the practice, and then just play the video to see the answer. Well, to save some time, I'm quickly going to write the solution and then I'll explain it. Yep. Um, you can see a separate video for it if you want me to solve this in a separate video. Let me quickly explain it. The first step is taking input from the user. So we created two variables, num1 and num2. And then we took input from the user, asking them for the first and the second number. And like I had discussed in the previous video, that if we ever have to do some operation with an input, then we always have to take it in integers or float. Float is better because it also accepts integers and decimal points at the same time, but integer does not. But currently I'm just putting int as it is not required. That's called typecasting, just to remind you. The next part is print sum. So basically, like we again had discussed in the previous video, we can add one string and one variable using in the same print function, just putting a comma in the between. That's it. So num1 plus num2, that's the two variables. Next is the remainder. Uh, Again, same thing. Print remainder num1 modulus num2. So num1 modulus num2. And third, which number is greater, which is we can just find using something called as if loops. Well, we have not learned about if loops yet. So, well, it's not, I don't expect you to do this, but I've just given you this problem just so that you can practice and understand the if loop concept slightly before we do it in the videos. But it's pretty simple. I mean, it's not like C++ where you have to write a lot of stuff. But over here, you just have to write one condition, and well, you have to write if, elif, and else, and then you just have to put a semicolon. It's not that hard, but we'll discuss about it in detail in the further videos. But for now, all you have to remember is that you have to give the function name over here, which is first is it always starts with if, and how many ever times you want to do it, you can do it with elif, and at the end, it should always end with the else. Not a rule, but it's said to be done like that. So first we write the function name, after that we write the condition, and after that we put a semicolon. And then by automatically your code editor will leave a space. But if it does not, just leave a space of tab space. Okay? That means around 2 to 3 spaces from the start of the line. And when you're done with typing whatever inside you, whatever you want inside the if loop, then you can just press enter and get back to the start of the line. Don't continue, otherwise it will still be in the same if. Please remember that. It's a common beginner error. Print num1 print num1 is larger, print num2 is larger, or else print both numbers are equal. We could have even done it like this: l if sorry l if num1 equal to num2, then print both numbers are equal. We can also do it like that, but it's said to have be in a standard form for better code readability. And the else never requires a condition. Again, I'll be discussing this in a further video in proper detail, but let's just run the code to see. One second, let me just rerun the code. I'll put a print so that it does not become confusing. Print. Enter first number, let's say 10, second number 11. Sum of 10 plus 11 is equal to 21, correct? The remainder is 10. If you divide num1 by num2, and 11 is larger. So our code is working well, which is good. Now, one thing which I would like to point out over here is that this is like one common beginner error. Sometimes, generally, sometimes people tend to do this: print bracket hello world, and after that they do print. Oh, sorry, print bracket hi world. Now people will think that it's going to run. This print function is going to be like on a different line. Sorry, it's going to be on the same line, but no, it's actually going to be on a different line. So don't make this error. It will show an error exactly because anything after you complete it is not accepted, and Python generally knows that. Few code editors do accept it, but they're just generally the online ones, and it's preferred not to do that because, well, it causes error. It's not like C++. Excellent. So, all right, that's it for today. Day two, we covered arithmetic comparison, logical, and assignment operators, which are the building blocks of Python logics. Don't forget to check out my GitHub repository from today onwards for all code files and solutions. If you found this video helpful, drop a like, subscribe, and get ready for day three tomorrow. Just a small teaser for day three, which we're going to cover tomorrow, is that we will be doing Strings. In strings, we are going to we'll be doing slicing, useful string methods, string formatting, and S strings. These three things are really important in strings. So please stay tuned for tomorrow's class. All right. Thank you for watching. That's it for today. Bye bye.